Welcome to our weekly BluGreen Solution virtual counter day. My name is Chris Pine, and I am here with Jason Maglietta from Oatey. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, Jason.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
So we have been working with Oatey for, I think this is year 2 at this point. Probably getting close to it, or it's time's been rolling.
Yeah, we're getting close to year 2. Yep.
Yeah, and this this relationship has certainly been working out great for us. We've really enjoyed working with Oatey, and it's continues to develop. And it's been interesting because when we started working with Oatey, when you called Jason, the first time, it just didn't dawn on me. As long as I've been involved in the landscape and irrigation industry, and I've been familiar with the brand a little bit, or at least I'm familiar with the logo, and I've seen the brand, and my dad was in plumbing, and I was kind of aware of it then, and certainly in some of the big box stores, but I'd never seen it in the irrigation industry. So tell us a little bit about Oatey and the history there, because it's phenomenal.
I will. Thank you very much. So Oatey has actually been around since 1916. Oatey actually started manufacturing products for building construction, flashing, stuff like that for houses. And we eventually worked our way into more plumbing products, the boxes, the drains, and then the solvent cement. So we've been around in construction for well over 100 years. So we know our way around the job sites. Oatey is actually headquartered in Cleveland, Ohio, and it has been, and that's where Oatey is from. We have over 1,000 associates worldwide. A lot of our products, it's still a privately held company. So a lot of these other companies are public now. Oatey, for as big as they are still a privately held company, which is absolutely fantastic. And 70% of our products are still manufactured by Oatey themselves. So we make a majority of our own products. We do not outsource. We don't get them from other people. It's all home 100% Oatey, which is great. Go ahead.
You've made a lot of acquisitions too, right? I mean, it's not like everything is the Oatey brand, right? I mean, it's a lot of different companies that.
Correct. So as you'll see on our slides, and you'll see a lot of the other company names on there, Oatey prides themselves. We're smart. We know how to build a lot of things, but you know what? Let's be honest. There's a lot of people that have built stuff that's just been really, really good, and it just makes sense to buy that company. So as you'll see, we've bought companies like Cherney, which does pipe plugs, rubber plugs for sewage lines, Hercules hand cleaner, which we're going to talk a little bit about, Dearborn safety protection for pipes underneath sinks to protect pipe, Harvey solvent cements, Quick Drain, which is a product for plumbing. It's a drain for showers, fancy drains. And then Keeney, which is our recent acquisition. We just purchased them. So yeah, we surround ourselves with the right people that know the products in the industry.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. And it's always kind of amazed me, and I'll tell you, for me, it was until I made the trip out to Cleveland and visited corporate, I really didn't fully understand the culture and the history. It's interesting. I mean, the whole thing was fascinating. But why haven't we seen you in the irrigation industry? It's I've been in here all along the way, and now I realize it's a natural fit. But what's your goal here to be in the irrigation industry?
Well, the goal in the irrigation industry is very similar to the plumbing. Yes, we are focused on plumbing, but let's be honest, in irrigation, what is there a lot of used? Pipe. And what do you have to do with pipe? You have to solvent weld it together. So it's just a natural fit there. Now, Oatey is actually in the process right now of looking at other acquisitions for other products in the irrigation line to help combine that, to make it more of a one-fits-all product or company that distributors and people can go to, or even contractors can go to and say, hey, I want that Oatey name brand because you know what? They understand our industry. So we're always looking at more companies to buy to help grow in each industry. You know, we handle waterworks, we handle irrigation, we handle pool and spa, we handle building construction. So we're always looking at more and more companies to help grow our product line.
Yeah, and you've got a pretty, I say as extensive a line of primer and cement as anyone too. It's amazing to me to see the breadth of that. Just the number of products, right? I mean, you're pretty much a complete full line, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would say for the most part, we are pretty full line. There might be a specialty product out there that we necessarily haven't got onto, but for the majority of the fact of products that are used day in and day out, we have all of those products. Everything from CPVC pipe to large diameter pipes up to, I mean, we have the cements for 48 and 60-inch pipe if need be. All the way down to your little 3/4-inch pipe.
Yeah. So anytime there was a specification, especially in the irrigation world, I think I would be confident in saying that there's no doubt that Oatey would meet any standard specification that usually is going to have a standard, that's a requirement. But would you say that would be accurate?
That is accurate. Yes, we have the products to cover every application and every specification that is needed out there for contractors. We have the blue cements, the clear cements, the gray cements, anything that an inspector or an engineer is looking for to meet those specifications, we can meet those needs.
Yeah. Now, the Turf Type brand has been, that didn't even really dawn on me either until I started to put it all together. I mean, that's been out there in some pockets in the irrigation industry, and that hot blue product kind of looks familiar, has a theme that I think is popular in the industry these days too. Wouldn't you think?
That is correct. So interestingly enough, the hot blue is actually a product that's mirrored off of something that our competition has. We're not going to name that because we don't want to give them a plug, but everybody knows what the product is. And what's great about it is it's a medium hot cement. So you don't have to put it in. It's not like our hot lava where once you put it on, you have to put those pipe together because it's curing. It gives you a little bit of working time. You can use it in hot, cold, and in wet conditions, which is really nice, especially up in the Northeast. We know how much of those situations you run into up there. And the other thing that's great about the product is you don't need a primer for it. You can actually install it right on the pipe and then put the pipe together to create your fastening. So we've done a lot of extensive research on this. We've done test trials across the country, and we have a product that is out there and is top notch for what it provides and it offers the industry.
Now, as many of our followers know, that being an irrigation purist and on the technical side and everything, we always recommend that you use a primer and all that sort of thing. So I think what Jason was saying is that it could be used without it, but of course, and for crying out loud, I mean, we're in sales. I mean, we need to sell primer too. So, it could be used that way.
You're correct. You do need to sell primer, but if push came to shove and you were in an application, yes, you could use it without the primer.
Especially for smaller diameter pipe too, and that's where it's getting
correct.
used a lot with 3/4, 1 inch and stuff like that, where, especially with thinner wall too, where sometimes it's, primer can be an issue because it softens up the thinner wall too much, you get glass pipe and stuff. So,
yeah. Thank you for the correction. I do appreciate that, Chris.
So tell me, about some of the other. You said you're looking for other opportunities, but I know there are a few other products, especially since we have some of our distributors and stuff we'll check out our weekly virtual counter days here. Are there other products in the line that you think might cross over and help our supply partners in their businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a lot of the stuff that you're going to use in plumbing. I mean, one of the big products that we have thread sealants, we have duct tape, and we have a pipe wrap tape. So we have products like that. I talked about it briefly. It's called Hercules for Hands. It's actually an antibiotic, antibacterial hand sanitizer and wipe that actually is strong enough where it will actually take off PVC cement off of your hands after use, and it cleans your hands up real nice and it's gentle to your hands. So a lot of guys will buy that and keep that in their trucks or on the job site, so that this way after the day's over, the guys can clean their hands and go on with their day. We have different cleaners as well for their hands. We have a lot of stuff, oils and lubricants for pipe or for cleaning out pipe. Stuff for the septic cleaners. I don't know if anybody's going to get into that, but like root destroyer and stuff like that. We have products that you can put down the line and it'll actually kill the roots if they're breaking into a line. So to help prevent that and clear that up. So a lot of different things. I mentioned it before, as you see the product names that are on there, Hercules is another one that actually manufactures cement. And a lot of these companies, a lot of people, want to buy something that, let's just not necessarily say it's Oatey, because of the presence it has in plumbing. All of these cements are all manufactured by Oatey, United Alchem, which is the Turf Tite, the Hercules brand, the Harvey brand. They're all made with the Oatey quality and a lot of the same formulations that give you the same product that you have with the Oatey cement.
So that's pretty awesome. And like I said before too, it's I think if anybody's out in Cleveland Rocks, that there's always an opportunity to stop in out there. It's a great story that you guys have.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. It is, and we're actually offering, if anybody wants to learn how to properly and learn more about solvent cements. Oatey is actually always offering, we do solvent cement training to get CEU credit hours in Cleveland, Ohio. You can tour our plant, see how we make solvent cements and some of our other products. And then you properly learn more about solvent cements and get the certification on proper solvent cement welding.
And then head over to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And then head on over there and check it out. Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining me, Jason. It's great. Like I said, I'm looking forward to working with you guys and more. And now we just got to get rid of all the polyethylene and convince everybody in the irrigation world that no more clamps, none of that flexible black pipe, and we got to go to the glue at this point, right? That's going to be.
That's right. Northeast America, just go PVC. No more polyethylene.
Sounds good. Thank you all for joining us again, and hopefully we'll see you next week for our weekly virtual counter days. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, guys.